Hey, I'm Alex Seropian, founder of Industrial Toys.
So Alex, how have you worked with Nvidia on your game?
Well, Nvidia is so awesome that they make the coolest hardware for us to make games on. And we're trying to do something a little different here. We're making games for mobile devices, but we're trying to do stuff that's not, it's geared towards a core gamer. So stuff that has a lot of production values, have some depth, not really kind of, trying to do stuff that you can play and experience and enjoy for a long period of time, not sort of a disposable casual game. And in order for us to do that, things like visuals are a huge ingredient into the product, and performance really matters. So being able to have a partner like Nvidia that builds hardware that enables us to reach that goal is fantastic.
What have they provided in terms of tech that's helped with the development?
We've been able to get some early access to some of the hardware that they're developing further down the line, which enables us to be a little forward-looking and to build software for the devices that are going to be out in the future.
How does your game make use of the latest Tegra 4 technology?
Well, man, we do some cool shit that looks really cool. Pretty much that's what it boils down to. The experience that we're going for is it's actually quite intimate because you play it on either your phone or tablet. It's very different from a console game that's across the living room. It's right up in your face. So being able to make the experience really immersive with that kind of engagement pattern, being so close to the screen, having the ability to use Tegra 4 to do cool shader effects, full screen effects, things that make the experience look more realistic or more visceral, more enjoyable. Ultimately, what we do with video games is make entertainment that's interactive, that gives you this feeling. It triggers endorphins in your brain when you do exercise the mechanics of the game, and anything that we can do with the visuals and the responsiveness and all of that to elicit that endorphin reaction is a positive thing for the game, and Tegra 4 really enables us to do that.
How does this impact the gameplay experience across the platforms you're targeting?
It enables us to stretch our legs in different ways here and there. Being able to do some really cool high-res effects on Tegra 4 just heightens the experience where those effects are available to be viewed.
What are the challenges of developing for Android devices today?
Every platform has its own unique set of challenges. I would say on Android, because of its popularity and its appeal in international markets, you do have this interesting diversity of devices that you deploy against. So it feels a little bit more like developing for PC, where it's kind of more of an open platform. There's lots of different flavors of hardware that you're going to run on. Sort of corralling that entire matrix of opportunity that can end up being a little bit of a challenge.
How does Nvidia help with this?
Well, if anybody can come into a market and set some standards and to raise the bar, that helps to simplify the approach against that matrix. If you're building something that is hopefully can be a sought-after product as opposed to a commodity product, then you can kind of narrow the audience that you're going towards, or narrow the platform that you're deploying against, and that tends to make for a better experience if you can be closer to the high end.
What are your thoughts on what can be done with tablet gaming today?
I think there's a huge opportunity, which is the opportunity that we're going after to bring more, I don't know if durable is the right word, but experiences that you can live in and play with and enjoy for longer periods of time. And a lot of that comes with the depth of the experience and the production value, but a lot of it comes with the community that grows up around that particular product. So being able to utilize the new devices that have really fast processors, really fast GPUs, great connectivity, those are the ingredients that go into building a great game community, and that's exactly what we're going after.
What are your thoughts on Project Shield?
I think Shield is a great device that brings the ubiquity of software that's available for Android to a device that's form factor familiar to gamers. And I think everybody is sort of looking at the proliferation of these devices, phones and tablets and Android devices, iOS devices, as wow, there's such a huge audience. We have the potential to have such great reach gamers everywhere, but yet there's still a little bit of reluctance on the core gamer to really embrace those platforms, because there's some baggage, I think, just like looking at what you get on a dedicated game machine I think the gamers tend to think that's going to be a richer experience, but Shield represents a proof that you can, there's nothing about the Android operating system, there's nothing about touch gaming, there's nothing about that platform that really is in the way of crafting a fantastic core gaming experience. So I think it's a great proof point for the mobile industry, just the game industry in general, of saying, you know what, you can make great core gaming experiences on mobile.